All right, what's up everybody? Just got home from driving back from Chicago. It's a 12-hour drive, so it's really long. We left at about 5 in the morning. Kayla took the first half of the drive. She likes the early morning drive, and so she takes that first half, and then I take the second half, so we got here in about 12, little over 12 hours. Had a great time in Chicago. It was a lot of fun visiting her family and hanging out. Obviously after tour it's just great to be home and relax, you know, homemade meals and just hang out with the family. So the point of this video was the question and answer. So I had you guys ask me questions on Twitter and I'm gonna answer them here. I picked out 10 questions, got a bunch of good questions, but I picked out 10, and so here we go. So the first one from Adam: what is your favorite cheat food? So cheat food is definitely donuts. I love donuts. I have a sweet tooth, so donuts are definitely my number one go-to if I'm looking for a cheat food. Julie, all right. So the best food that I ate on tour. Man, there's a lot of questions about food. Guess you guys know that training for the Olympics is over, so I get to eat a little bit different food. The best food on tour, that's a really good question. I mean, we were pretty happy with getting some nice, you know, chicken and vegetables, because some of them have like some weird beef or just some weird stuff sometimes. But there was this one spot that had literally like a 6 foot, at least a 6 foot table with like 3 different levels, and it had like 4 different cakes on the first level, had like brownies and cookies and desserts on the second level, and more desserts on the third level. So that was pretty cool. So we tried quite a few of those, but that was definitely not good, but it was really good at the same time. All right, let's see. What was the best part about tour? From Stephanie. So the best part for me about tour was when we're either performing or we're signing autographs at the end. You see all these little kids come through the lines and how excited they are, not only about gymnastics, but to see you and see the girls and the guys team and everybody there. And it was really cool to see all these kids who are inspired by what we're doing, and it was really fun. I remember back when I was a little kid going to the 2004 TJ Maxx tour, and that was just really cool because I got to see all the guys and girls that I looked up to and everybody in the, you know, the high level of the sport, and now we get to be there and do that for these younger kids. So for me, the coolest part about tour was seeing all these little kids that were super excited and made their day going to this, you know, the tour stop and getting to see everybody and watch the whole show. So that was probably the best part about tour for me. All right, McKaylee, I think. What was one thing you missed most while you were on tour? For me, obviously, my wife and dogs. Those were the two. You know, coming home and hanging out was just, you know, something I really wanted to do. I didn't get to do that very often on tour because we didn't have a lot of breaks. We were doing a lot of shows and it was kind of sporadic, our schedule. So I just wanted to come home, hang out with Kayla and relax, watch some Netflix and, you know, chill with my dogs. As you guys can see, they're both hanging out right here, passed out on the couch. So that was definitely something I missed out on, and just being home, you know, just being home and relaxing a lot. So that was something that I missed. All right, David, if you could build your own ultimate cheat meal, what foods would you eat? Okay, so this is another good one. So a little different than the cheat food I like, because donuts is definitely what I would pick. Now, if it was a cheat meal, man, honestly, you guys probably all know, but I love breakfast. So if I was doing a cheat meal, I'd probably do like a big omelet, which I always do, but I would do a big omelet. I would definitely do a donut on the side, and probably some turkey sausage, and then I would definitely do pancakes, and then biscuits and gravy. Biscuits and gravy make it the best, because I don't usually eat biscuits and gravy, but that whole meal combined has everything that I really love. So that would definitely be my meal. All right, Marcus, let's see. What was the best thing to eat? What's the best thing to eat or drink after a workout? So for me, Marcus, I think a lot of people talk about, drink a protein shake right after. Well, you can, that's not bad, but if you can get just actual protein and carbs from food, I think that's better. Obviously, if you're pressed for time, you need to go somewhere, protein shake's okay. The main thing is, post-workout, you want proteins and carbs. When you work out, you're depleting your body of glycogen. You want to refill those, refill your body full of glycogen and just refuel your muscles and refill your body. Basically, that's really what you want to do. So protein and carbs is really what you're looking for post-meal. Eggs, chicken, steak even. Steak has a little more fat, but steak's not bad. Fish. And then you're going to go with some good carbs, like either oatmeal, some rice, some sweet potatoes, or if you really want something like very fast digesting, fruit is very fast digesting carb, but obviously there's some sugar in fruit, but not bad. But those are going to be the things that you want: protein, carbs, post workout. Doesn't necessarily have to be right away, but definitely I think within an hour. Some people think that's true or not. The time after you eat or after you work out is important. I think within an hour is probably good. All right, Julia, what are the top 3 things on my bucket list? Ooh, I probably should have thought about this one a little more. So skydiving, definitely one. Driving a true sports car is another. So like my favorite car is a Lamborghini, the Huracan. Definitely my favorite car. Would love to drive that. And another thing on my bucket list. Man, I don't really know. Maybe travel to Bora Bora or Fiji. Those are the 2 spots. I used to really want to go to Bora Bora, but I think Fiji would be really, really cool too. So those are the 3 things on my bucket list. All right, a couple more. AJ, how was your Thanksgiving and how many calories did you consume and welcome home? So thanks, AJ. Calories, I have no clue. Probably way too many. Yeah, definitely way too many. But Thanksgiving was awesome. We spent it in Chicago, like I said, with Kayla's family. A lot of fun. They're great to hang out with. A lot of fun, and we got to not only hang out, watch football. We got to go out a little bit, and it was good to relax with all of them. So it was really fun. All right, Kim, what's your favorite thing about Chicago? I know you're just there. So definitely. Just the culture of the sports from Chicago is really, really cool. Everybody's really into, obviously the Cubs because they just won, speaking of wearing their shirt. So the Cubs, the Blackhawks, those are the 2 main teams that we like to watch. Obviously the Bears too. Not a big White Sox fan, but there's just a lot of culture in Chicago, and I think that's really, really cool because everyone from there watches sports no matter whether they're good or bad, and they always pull for them. And then there's a lot of cool things to do in the city too. So I think it's really pretty there. It's just really cold, so that's the one thing that I can't get over. Whitney, what's your favorite or funniest memory from the Olympics? I think probably my favorite memory, so from the first Olympics, was just walking out onto the floor the very first time, because it's your whole dream, your dream of your whole life, your biggest dream just comes true by walking out on that floor, and seeing everything out there was really, really cool. The second Olympics, so this past one in Rio, my favorite part was team finals had already happened. We're in event finals for floor, and I was warming up. No, I was event finals for vault, actually, because I was the alternate for vault. So I didn't actually get to compete, but I was an alternate, so I had to warm up. So I just went down there, and I was getting ready, warming up, and I was able to kind of be a little more relaxed because I kind of knew I wasn't going to compete, but I was trying to prepare just in case. And I was just sitting down on the floor. I was probably, one of 5 people out on the floor at that time, and I just got to look around and just kind of soak in the whole experience, because the amount of time you're on the floor, you're not actually out there very, very long, where you can sit there and kind of look around and enjoy it, because you're out there warming up, you're competing, you're getting ready, you're stressed, you're nervous, trying to calm down. So at this point, I got to sit there and just look around, check out the stadium. I watched my parents, my wife, my sister, my brother-in-law, my wife's parents walk in. and sit down, and I saw them and waved to them, and it was just like a cool moment for me to sit down and realize, you know, this little kid from, you know, Nevada made it all the way to the Olympic Games in Rio. And for me, it was really cool. Just a lot of hard work paid off sitting there at the Olympic Games. And, you know, you never know. You never know if you're going to make it back to another Olympics. And so I just really sat there and was able to soak it in and just enjoy the moment of being there and just enjoy it. So that was really, really cool. I loved that part, and it kind of just, you know, puts everything in perspective that all the hard work paid off. You made it there. Your goal was accomplished. You got there, and it was really cool. So, so those are the 10 questions I got. Kind of rambled on a little bit, but thank you guys. Those are really, really awesome questions. So this is definitely fun. So I want to keep doing this pretty often. So thank you guys for your questions. More videos to come, more day in the life, more Q&As. Facebook Lives, I like to do Q&As on there too, so make sure you guys are, you know, following. All my social media is in the box below, so check it out. But thank you again, guys, for watching, and we will see you next time.